watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears. On the Tampa sideline, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
The hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka.
Baker going to give it to Irving. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's got Egbuka. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. It's a gain of 20. And the Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield on play action. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. A pass complete to Adunzo. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Irving. Powers through. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. Fights through and now increase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
And the 1st down.
Now Mayfield. Finding room at midfield. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here. And a fake here. Direct snap to the outfield. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. To throw, Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts,
No gain on the play.
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
30-yard line.
He's going to let this one go deep. And all will be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively and offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 30-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Williams. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Johnson on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll push his way through. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now they're in the hurry up.
14 yards. That's good.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Pushing his way through. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 more yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They go play action. Mayfield. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Tyler Gordon on the coverage.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. 2 yards, good enough for 1st.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bears 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
19 yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The safety Antoine Winfield got in there that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
Williams looking to do it himself. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
The bounce across midfield at the 48.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly they get to the line.
And the 1st down.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And oh, that nearly their 1st first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mayfield off the play fake. The man is Ibuka. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mayfield down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Ibuka. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Williams operating from the gun. And that is going to be incomplete as he ran a bit too much. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try to Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. It's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he'll go down at the 28. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Tampa Bay, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
2026 season has arrived. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And we know the Detroit offense can score, the defense getting it done. The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Lions wind up winning this one in front of a home crowd to begin the new season. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Emeka Ibuka. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bucs come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And we talk so much about the Chiefs' offense. How about the defense coming up big here? They force the fumble, ball's loose, and then the presence of mind to scoop it up, and he wants to score. He will. Touchdown. The Chiefs move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. And that'll do it for us. After a fun first week, let's do it again, shall we? Scott Hansen here in Orlando. Good night from EA Sports.